Ain't it a pity there's no intercity from Barnstable to Crewe? You're locked in a carriage from Sheffield to Harwich in a train without a loo. It's easy to worry when you're in a hurry, your legs crossed in a stew. You try to laugh for an hour and a half, what is a chap to do? Give me a tandem, a place picked at random, who'd ask for something more? A nice friend ahead'll relieve half the pedal and half the saddle sore. Unless I get my leg over and cycle to Dover, the sweat begins to pour. But I sit quite still while he pedals uphill, 'cause that's what friends are for.
We like lots of exercise and bringing up the muscles in the thighs.
Feeling the wind rushing through my hair, as long as it stays on, I don't care. The chain, I mean, I like to keep both my hands clean.
Can't beat the countryside, I tell you there's no better way to ride.
Taking deep breaths as I go my way, sitting astride the seat all day, my cheeks will end up as red as a blushing bride.
We like to take the bike out daily and go where the air is clean. We put our best foot forward gaily,
And then by nightfall we'll end up in Golders Green.
it's nice to weave between the traffic and overtake the lines of buses.
Making signs quite graphic and getting one's back quite obscene. So come on bikers, let's all make a stand.
We'll gather outside of the ring, make a stand.
Let's see your pumps right there in your hand.
We got our pumps right here in our hands.
Right, down your clips, wiggle your hips, and let us proudly pedal on our way. We'll show the world that we're the masters. They can keep their cars and trains. We're like a whole new world on casters. What's more, we don't care, even if it snows or rains. Who cares about all the things like punctures? Our saddlebags are full of plasters. I know this might sound anxious, but tandem travel rules. Okay! Hark! Along the street, you hear the tramp of soldiers' feet, and there's no song that's half so sweet in all the world. Smart as on parade, they come along, the crack brigade, with waving plume and flashing blade and flag unfurled. The king's horses, the king's men, march down the street and march back again. The king's horses and the king's men. They're in scarlet, they're in gold, all dolled up and a joy to behold. The king's horses and the king's men. They're not out to fight the foe, you may think so, but oh dear no. They're out because they've got to go, to put a little pep into the Lord Mayor's show. It's their duty, now and then, to march down the street and to march back again. The king's horses and the king's men. Here comes the mayor, a-riding in a coach and pair. He hasn't got to pay a fare, 'cause he's the mayor. See, he waves his hand, he wants the crowd to understand. They're not here to cheer for the band, but for the mayor. The king's horses, the king's men, march down the street and march back again. The king's horses and the king's men. Scarlet, they're in gold, all dolled up and a joy to behold. The king's horses and the king's men. They're not here to fight the foe, you may think so, but oh dear no. They're here because they've got to go, to put a little pep into the Lord Mayor's show. It's their duty, now and then, to march down the street and to march back again. The king's horses and the king's men. Horses and the king's men. fat old policeman, he's always on our street. A fat and jolly red-faced man, he really is a treat. He's too kind for a policeman, he's never known to frown. And everybody says that he's the happiest man in town. He laughs upon point duty, he laughs upon his beat. He laughs at everybody when he's walking in the street. He never sank up laughing, he said he'd never tried. But once he did arrest a man and laughed until he cried. His jolly face, it wrinkled up and then he shut his eyes. He opened his great mouth, oh, it was a wondrous size. He said, I must arrest you. He didn't know what for. And then he started laughing until he cracked his jaw. If you chance to meet him when walking around the town, just shake him by his fat old hand and give him half a crown. His eyes will beam and sparkle, he'll gurgle with delight, and then he'll start a-laughing with all his blessed might. Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania polka. Pick out your partners and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania polka. It started in Scranton, it's now #1. It's bound to entertain ya. Everybody has a mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania polka. Pick out your partner and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania polka. It started in Scranton, it's now #1. It's bound to entertain ya. Everybody has a mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania.
While they're dancing, everybody's cares are quickly gone. Sweet romancing, this goes on and on until the dawn. They're so carefree, gay with laughter, happy as can be. They stop to have a beer, then the crowd begin to cheer. They kiss and then they start to dance again.
Roll out the barrel, let's have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we got the blues on the run. Sing boom to rattle, bring out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll the barrel, because the gang's all here.
Strike up the music, the band has begun. The Pennsylvania polka. Pick out your partners and join in the fun. The Pennsylvania polka. It started in Scranton, it's now #1. It's bound to entertain you. Everybody has a mania to do the polka from Pennsylvania. It were all boots and cobbles when I were a lad, where weaving and dyeing were trade. Grey wintry mornings in our dirty old town, where me dad worked and money he made, to feed us and clothe us and give us a treat, just as long as the masters were kind, and the gossips held court across the washing hung yards, content with the life they could find. And once in a while me dad'd be off and take me away up the hills, where the wind was so full of the living fresh air, no soot on them white windowsills. We'd walk up to the top and look down on the smoke, and me dad'd sit down with his pipe. He'd tell me of times when he were a lad, times harder than hard, just like. And I'd think of the people and look at me dad and feel proud of being a son. And it never at all crossed me mind that I'd change, that one day I'd just pack up and run. Away from the smoke and the shortage of cash, from the people so friendly and odd, fleeing the grime of the grey morning starts, where the factory hooter was God. So when I were 20, to the Southlands I came, to seek fortune and fame as one can. And in London I found that they thought me quite quaint, and I spoke like a Lancashire man. But in London the pressures were different in kind, where kind words often hid a slight sneer, where you couldn't take all men just at their word, with warm smiles that were just like veneer. Sometimes I wonder if Southerners know of the people who live up the north, of their sorrows and heartaches and stresses and strains, which make them the salt of the earth. And then I were famous, in a small sort of way, and the people all wanted to know. And I'll tell you straight, I liked it a bit, the fans and the lights and the show. But once in a while, when I'm quiet and alone, I think of the times that I had, when I were a young un up on the moors, looking down on the town with me dad. And I wonder, what happened to those people down there, who were real and direct and so free, who knew what they were and had been, would be. And I wonder, what's happened to me? Oh, that's nice. Something that takes me back a few years. Only a few, mind you. The sort of soft shoe shuffle music that doesn't have you worn to a frazzle and a shred by the end of the evening. The sort of music they played when ladies were ladies and you could have an evening of fun and frolic on a couple of glasses of lemonade. All the gentlemen looked more or less alike, all suffering from the same agonies of starched collars and tails, when white gloves were a must, and bowing and curtsying wasn't out of place. When you asked a lady if you could have the pleasure of the next dance, she'd probably have to look it up on her card to see if someone hadn't got in before you. I could listen to this all night. Right, fellas, up to tempo. She's my lady love, she's my dove, my baby love. She's no gal for sitting down to dream, she's the only queen lagoon on earth. I she likes me. I know she likes me because she says so. She is the lily of Laguna. She is my lily and my rose. You are my honey, honeysuckle. I am the bee. I'd like to sip the honey sweet from those red lips you see. I love you dearly, dearly, and I want you to love me. You are my honey, honeysuckle. I am the bee. Oh, he does shout.
Quick! Nuts!
Here we go again. Well, why aren't we moving? I'm ready. It's him up front, showing off with his mace again. Oh, good. We're going. I must want my head examining marching over these cobbles in this weather. I could have been at home getting on with my baking. Just think of all the buns I could have been putting in the oven. My feet are killing me. Why we have to wear these dirty great boots, I'll never know. There's so many of us. I could have worn my bedroom slippers. Nobody would notice. Especially if I'd taken the pink pom-poms off first. Oh, I wonder if the fellas will mind if I pop into Timothy White's as we pass for a tin of corn plasters. Now, did I put the cat out this morning before I left the house? That's the third time this week the stupid thing's caught fire. Still, if it will curl up on that high-level grill, what does it expect? Oh, heck. There's Nora Winterbottom. I told her this morning on the phone I couldn't take her to the pictures tonight, as I was in bed under the doctor. Perhaps I can stick my head in Sam's French horn, she won't notice me. What does she look like? Standing there on the street corner in that red coat, with her mouth wide open. Last time I saw a mouth like that, Tarzan was shoving bananas in it sideways. I hope nobody wants to go and post a letter. Now for the cross hands. If I keep doing this, I shall end up looking like an orangutan. This drum's so heavy. I'm not surprised, it's half full of water. I think we're nearly there. There's the pub right in front. Oh, last one with the gin and tonics, a sissy! Very nice, that's the note I usually sing. Yeah. Now, where's that conductor got to? He's probably still on that 27 bus. Oh, you've worked with him before, have you? Oh, look, he's left his baton on the podium. Now, I wonder what would happen if I got up there on the rostrum and waved it about a bit. Think of the power. In fact, while he's away, I think I'll just have a go. Right, chaps, fags out. And that pipe. I wish you wouldn't smoke that in here, Raquel. I don't know what it is, but it smells like burning hossmuck. Right, everybody got the parts out? No, Raquel, your band parts, dear. Yes. Yes, oh, no wonder you sit at the back of the coach. I want plenty of umpires and plenty of tiddles. And I don't want any umpires when you should be tiddling, or I'll slap your wrists. Right, instruments at the ready. Big breaths. Yes, dear, you too, Raquel. Yes, we've seen them. Hold, hang on a minute. Hang on, Eli. What is that you've got in your hand?
Well, it's my new, very...
I know it's your instrument, dear, but what is it?
It's a special...
I've never seen one with so many wiggles and curly bits. How on earth do you play it?
Well, you just sort of get it...
Oh, I see. You blow through here. The music goes round and around, oh, and it comes out here. You push the first valve down, the music goes down and around, oh, and it comes up here. You push the middle valve down, the music goes down and around, below, 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 diddly-o-ho, and listen to the notes come out. You push the other valve down, the music goes down and around, oh, and it comes out here. Round and around, and it comes up here. I push the first valve down, the music goes down and around, and it comes out here. I push the middle valve down, the music goes down and around, below, 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 diddly-o-ho-ho, listen to the notes come out. Push the other valves down, the music goes down and around, whoa-ho-ho-ho-ho, and it comes out here, and here, and here, and here. Music comes out here. Oh, sorry. When a felon's not engaged in his employment, or maturing his felonious little plan, his capacity for innocent enjoyment, is just as great as any honest man. Or feelings with difficulty smother, when constabulary duties to be done, or take one consideration with another, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When the enterprising burglar's not a burgling, and the cutthroat isn't occupied in crime, he loves to hear the little brook a-gurgling, and listen to the merry village chime. When the coster's finished jumping on his mother, he loves to lie a-basking in the sun, or take one consideration with another, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. When constabulary duties to be done, a policeman's lot is not a happy one. With cat-like tread upon our prey we steal, in silent dread, our cautious way we feel. A new sound at all, we never speak a while. A fly's footfall would be distinctly heard.
Tarantara, tarantara. So doth the lead the pirate creeps while all the house so soundly sleeps.
Come, friends who plough the sea, to roast to navigation, take another station. Let's have every piracy with a little burglary. Come, friends who plough the sea, to roast to navigation, take another station. Let's have every piracy with a little burglary. Here's your crowbar and your centre-bit, your life preserver you may want to hit. Your silent matches, your dark lantern sees. Take your fire and your skeleton key. With cat-like tread upon our prey we steal. In silence dread our cautious way we feel. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall will be distinctly heard. Come, friends who plough the sea, toast to navigation, take another station. Let's have every piracy with a little burglary. In silence dread Little boy kneels at the foot of the bed, drooped on his little hands, little gold head. Hush, hush, whisper who dares, Christopher Robin is saying his prayers. God bless Mummy, I know that's right. Wasn't it fun in the bath tonight? The cold so cold and the hot so hot. Oh, God bless Daddy, I quite forgot. If I open my fingers a little bit more, I can see Nanny's dressing gown on the door. It's a beautiful blue, but it hasn't a hood. Oh, God bless Nanny, and make her good. Mine has a hood, and I lie in bed, and I pull the hood right over my head. And I shut my eyes, and I curl up small, and nobody knows that I'm there at all. Oh, thank you, God, for a lovely day. And what was the other I had to say? I said, God bless Daddy. Oh, what can it be? Oh, now I remember. God bless me. Little boy kneels at the foot of the bed, drooped on his little hands, little gold head. Hush, hush, whisper who dares, Christopher Robin is saying his prayers. Papa, that's how it goes. Papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. There's knows a little ditty they're singing in the city, especially when they've been on the gin or the beer. If you've got the patience, your own imaginations will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. How it goes. Everyone knows what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. Mr. Percy Snodgrass would often have the odd glass, but never when he thought anybody could see. Secretly he'd buy it and drink it on the quiet, then dream he was an earl with a girl on each knee. How it goes. Everyone knows they all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear Papa. My grandma plays the bass trombone in the local town brass band. She has got a reputation next to none in all the land. Her bass notes are much lower than the siren on the QE2. If you give her lots of room, she'll blast a sonic boom. You've never heard a note that's ruder. When she plays in the band, all the others march at the rear. 'Cause with a slide in her hand, she could fetch you one up the ear.
Every Sunday morning, without warning, you can hear her blowing. No use catching up on sleep when Gale Force Grand's in town.
There's no one who can touch old Gran playing on a bass trombone. She's quite a virtuoso, she can really hold her own. 87 years of age, going strong and very proud. When she's standing in the band with the trombone in her hand, you've never heard a note that's louder. When she was a girl of 21, she went out with a boy who taught her how to play the euphonium. Then the years rolled on, her lips grew big and strong, until came the thrill of her very own trombone. So she could blow a note like that.
Soon she met her life's ambition to start charging folks admission. They would pay to hear her play her bass trombone.
When she reached the age of 46, she could let rip a blast and baffle any expert in ballistics. 1944, she joined up in the war, then blew at the foe and tromboned them dead.
The last from the past came the opera of Annie which old Gran could last.
You'll hear Gran play the bass trombone every summer afternoon. She knows everything from Sousa to a modern punk rock tune. right arm's longer than her left, from pulling in and out the slide. When she blows in treble clef, she can make a band go deaf and cause a crater several meters wide. My dear old Gran, she's better than a man. That's Gran. My Gran.